sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. But today, no waiting around. We jump right into an AFC North battle in Week 1, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Cleveland Browns. On the visitors' sideline, there's Bengals head coach Zach Taylor. His guys ready to get this one going. Across from him, Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try. We are in the first quarter. We get you back to the action to see how this defense can do on this upcoming drive.
Here we go, here we go. Right, 80. Shot.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Not the graphic that this fan base wants to see Week 1, Charles. They were hoping to see key acquisitions, some bright spots. Instead, we're talking about injuries, preseason injuries that have guys missing here in this one.
And even in today's football, where everyone does their best to try and have their starters ready for Week 1, guys still have to practice. They still have to train. And injuries do crop up. You're exactly right about that there, Brandon. Many of the people supporting this team want to see that graphic on the screen at the start of this game.
They'll run on third down with Brown. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
I like his focus there because he was thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They go play action with Burrow. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. Burrow will throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
But it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line.
13-yard line.
Time now to see what this defense can do. 2nd quarter as the offense starts out 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Under pressure, and down he goes. Malik Collins gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow under pressure, and they got to him again. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taken right around the 44. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. Now the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Cleveland. So a 1st and 10 coming up for the offense here in the 2nd quarter. Let's see what this defense can do. The tight end in motion right. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Stays on his feet. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Bengals.
Here we go. 180.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Throw left side complete to Chase. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts.
A 7-yard pickup.
As they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one.
Here we go. Done.
Now it's Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. So on fourth down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 18. It's a 41. Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest at first halves, but for them to start coming back, they've got to start putting pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for the...
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. .46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work the...
Here we go.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Jerome Baker crashing downhill and getting the stop.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Burrow looking to pass. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. first and 10. Here's Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 12. And a Bengal first down.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And he stopped immediately there. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Open man is Higgins. And they will break one tackle, but then quickly bring it down. A nice little gain. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. This will be caught by Brown. So nothing doing there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 43-yard line.
To throw, Browning. Now a short one to Gesicki. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. As they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Browning. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Browning. Under pressure, they got him again. Drop for a loss of 7 and multiple defenders.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on...
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Browns, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.